Books can be an amazing source of inspiration. Books can be completely life-changing. But sometimes we don't have time to read a full book and to absorb all it has to offer. So in this video, I want to share with you 5 life-changing, inspirational books that you can actually finish in one sitting. And these books can change your beliefs, they can change your mindset, they can change your way of life. First up, we have The Art of War by Sun Tzu. The Art of War is the ultimate military strategy book, and it's been influencing world leaders, strategists, entrepreneurs for about 2,000 years. But the art of war is not just about warfare, it's about strategy and discipline and understanding your environment to achieve success. So whether you're in business, in sport, in personal growth, Sun Tzu teaches you how to outthink and outmaneuver challenges. I remember the first time I was introduced to the art of war. It was actually one of my first bosses and first mentors, and he bought the art of war and gave it to me and said, if you read this book and you absorb all that it has to offer, your skill in sales will absolutely skyrocket. And he was completely right, because so much of sales, but also so much of just life in general, is about overcoming challenges and winning in certain situations. And the art of war really is a blueprint on how to win. If you're looking to gain a competitive edge in business, in negotiations, personal growth, or anything really, then this book is a must read. I really cannot recommend this book enough. I'm going to put a link down in the description to a video I made about a year ago that takes some of the key principles of the art of war and shows how you can implement them in the area of self-improvement. So if you think that would be interesting, finish this video and then click the link below. Next, we have A Man Thinketh by James Allen. Basically, this book focuses on the power of our thoughts. So James Allen explains how our mindset shapes our reality, how our thoughts dictate our actions and therefore shape our future. It is a very short book, but it's very profound, and it reminds us that we're in control of our lives, or to sound cliche, we're the architects of our destiny. If you want to cultivate a positive mindset and take control of your life through the power of thought, then this will be an interesting read for you. Just be aware that it is quite a difficult read, like the level of English is quite high, so if you're not a native speaker, it may not be as accessible to you. I actually read this book again yesterday in preparation for this video, and it took me like an hour to read, so it really is a very condensed book, but in my opinion, absolutely worth it. And it is free at the moment on Apple Books as well, so there's nothing to hold you back. The next book is Who Moved My Cheese? Now, don't be put off by the weird title. This really is a fascinating read. This book is all about changes and how we respond to change and how that response impacts our success. Who Moved My Cheese is a simple but powerful story about 2 mice and 2 little people that are the size of mice. And they live in a maze and they basically go around hunting for cheese. And then one day the cheese is moved, and it's how do the mice and how do the little people react to this change. So it's basically just a big metaphor for how we react to shifts in our life, whether it's in business, in relationships, or personal development. So if you're struggling with change, like maybe you're going through a job transition, or maybe you've just broken up with someone, or you have some other personal uncertainty, then this book can teach you how to manage change and how to thrive. It really was a very enjoyable read for me. Like when I was reading it, I did feel quite warm. It's a lovely story, so I do really recommend this one. The next book we have is The Emperor's Handbook by Marcus Aurelius. Now, if you know anything about Stoicism, you'll know that Marcus Aurelius was kind of a big deal. So he was a great Roman emperor, he was a great thinker, and he left behind his reflections on life, on power and virtue in what we now know as the Emperor's Handbook. His words teach resilience, self-discipline, and wisdom in the face of challenges. Granted, this book is a little bit longer than the other books, it's about 100 pages, but it definitely is something you can read in one day. The great thing about the Emperor's Handbook for me personally is that it reminds me that the challenges that I'm facing now are not unique. People were facing the same challenges 2,000 years ago. And that inspires me, that gives me confidence that there are answers to these challenges and shows that I can actually learn from these stories to overcome my own challenges. If you want to build inner strength and remain calm in the face of adversity, then the Emperor's Handbook is a great place to start. Now, let me know down in the comments if you've read the Emperor's Handbook or any of Marcus Aurelius' reflections, because so many people have been positively impacted by these, and I would love to hear your story. And last, but by no means least, we have The Richest Man in Babylon. Now, I'll be honest, I have not read this book yet, but I wanted to include this on the list because it's been recommended so many times, and it's supposed to just be an amazing book for teaching financial knowledge. Basically, the book uses parables set in ancient Babylon to share stories and to teach fundamental financial principles, things like saving, investing, growing your money, things like that. And it reminds us that financial success is not about luck, but it's about certain disciplined habits that we do on a consistent basis. So there we go, guys. These 5 books may be short, but they contain life-changing wisdom. Whether you want to develop a strong mindset, learn strategy, embrace change, cultivate resilience, or improve your financial well-being, there's something here for everyone. So the next time you're looking for inspiration but don't have time to pick up a big book, pick up one of these books, read it in one sitting, absorb what it has to offer, apply it to your life, because sometimes even a small book can have a big impact. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.